Brandon here with Home Tech Decisions. A lot of you have asked about where to buy the best smart home tech. So today we're outside Home Depot. We're going to do a little shopping guide for you guys. Let's go. So a lot of people are going to be looking for the Lutron lights, or the Philips Hue lights. And they're going to be right when you walk into most Home Depots here. They have a lot of really good options with the color bulbs, the regular bulbs. They've got some of the remotes for easy control, motion detectors. And I highly recommend picking up one of these Lutron dimmers. It actually works with Philips Hue. That allows you to use an existing outlet and just have it always be in the on position, and then be able to dim your light down, turn it on, off. Very easy to install. And then of course they've got their motion detectors. I recommend looking for one of the kits that has the Philips Hue hub included. You're going to get a better value that way, and then just add on lights as you need. One easy thing to do to save money on your electrical bill is just going to be to switch over to any LED bulbs. That's going to actually save you a lot more than worrying about turning them on or off, because they're just that much more efficient. One thing to watch out for is this clearance aisle. Sometimes you're able to find really good deals on smart home products that have been returned. So here we have a lot of the Ethernet and networking components that would work for your smart home. They offer TP-Link, which is a great brand. I don't recommend the Wi-Fi extenders, but I do really like these Orbi and like the Google Nest Wi-Fi mesh networks. Those are really good. Arrow is another really good brand. Yeah. Oh, it looks like we've got some Wyze products hiding back here as well. This is one of the Wyze pan cams. I know Home Depot's got the full line of Wyze products, but they're kind of spread throughout the store. So check out these. They're a great bargain. So this store has a full lineup of the Wyze, Ring, Blink, and Nest set up. So they've got actually products lines from each, including the cameras, the locks, doorbells. These are all great products. You can usually get pretty good deals on them. They have packages available. So what you'll do is just grab one of these tickets, take it up to the front, and they'll get it out of the locker for you. Definitely recommend checking out. Actually, everything that we see here is all very good. On the bottom, we've got like some security options as well. Looks like these two right here are pretty good for like the Night Owl for wired security. Otherwise, look at like Real Link and Swan are good options as well. As far as wireless cameras go, you really can't go wrong with Wyze, Ring, or Nest. I'd probably stay away from the Blink cameras though. From our testing, those haven't performed quite as well. When you're replacing your smart switches, you'll want to come over here and get a few of these plastic plate covers. They've got the kind with the screws. This is a 2-gang, 3-gang. A lot of times they're going to get mixed up in there, so make sure you get the right ones. That'll make a nice clean look. They also do have the screwless design hiding somewhere around here, but that just makes a nice clean look for you guys. So when we get over to the electrical aisle here, we've got our smart switches. I highly recommend Lutron. They have packages that are going to include the hub, which is there, a Pico remote, a switch, and then everything's controlled through their app. So this is a great deal. You'll want to get one kit to start, and then you will add on additional switches. If you can, I recommend getting the package that has the switch with the plate and the extra Pico. You're actually going to save more money that way than buying just, say, the switch itself. And so with the switch, what we want to watch out for is that Lutron is great because it's a 2-wire solution. But if you pick up one of these here, that's just a regular switch and not a dimmer like this other one. You see with the dimmer, we've got more buttons for dimming, obviously. The regular switch does not. Well, the difference is that this is going to trickle through a little bit of electricity through the light and then back, and that's what keeps it powered, whereas this one's going to require a neutral wire. So this is better for on-off situations, higher loads, things like that, but just take care that you'll need that extra wire. So what you want to buy is, in most cases, the dimmer switch. And then of course you've got the extra Pico with faceplate for your 3- and 4-way configurations. The smart fan, this is really cool. That came out last year. Then they're going to have options as well from like other manufacturers. Over here we've got Leviton and Wemo. They are great switches, but they do operate off of Wi-Fi. And so if you get too many Wi-Fi devices on your network, that can bog it down. So whenever possible, I recommend going with Lutron. I just think it's a really good option for smart switches. And again, it only requires the 2 wires. It doesn't require neutral. So installation is really easy. And when you get to any 3-way configuration, you basically are just tying the wires together and then using one of these little Pico remotes instead. And so that works out really well. All the major manufacturers, including Samsung, are offering smart appliances now. So this is an example of the Family Hub refrigerator. Obviously you have a screen on the front. You can touch it and do all sorts of things. See what's like, you can recognize food. You can get recipes. You can put notes on there. All sorts of fun stuff. So it's a really cool option. I have that screen there. And then as far as quality of the refrigerator goes, it's very reputable. But a lot of these other appliances around here are going to be Wi-Fi connected. So it's a really cool feature. This is the LG fridge with the knock ability. It turns the light on and then you can see inside. What's also cool is it has this little beverage access. All right, so hiding over by the doors is going to be all of your smart locks. They've actually got a very large variety here, including Lockly, which we've touched on in the past. They've got the Lockly Vision here, which has the camera, so it kind of operates as a doorbell and a smart lock. What's really cool is that the buttons change location, so very secure, probably the most secure lock that we've tested. Yale, obviously very popular. This variety does not have a mechanical lock on the front of the key. So if your battery goes dead, you've got to use the 9-volt battery to gain access. Schlage, very popular. Again, we've covered that in the past. I've got a Wi-Fi option available here for you. This is the new Halo touchscreen smart lock from Quickset. What's cool about that is you can change this key really easily and make it match your other keys. Halo is the new line. They're working on one where it's like has the fingerprint as well. That should be coming out soon. But otherwise, over here is their smart code 916. That's going to be Z-Wave, so you're going to need a hub. And then here's another one from Schlage that requires a hub. So if it's a Z-Wave, you're going to need to use a compatible hub like a Ring security system that has Z-Wave built in. Otherwise, like SmartThings, Habitat, those all have that built in. Those ones are Wi-Fi based, very easy to set up and run. And then these ones over here are actually Bluetooth only, so you would connect to your phone or otherwise use some form of adapter that's going to go from Bluetooth to Wi-Fi, and then you could connect it that way separately. So we've got a lot of really good options. Looks like they also have the August Wi-Fi smart lock that just replaces the inside. I know we saw they had Wise products somewhere else in the store, so I'm sure somewhere the Wise lock is hiding here, which is a good option. I believe I saw that online. But yeah, a lot of really good options here, and pricing is, matches what you would see online. So it's nice that you can just come here, look at it, see what the quality is like, and then purchase it locally and return it if necessary. So definitely check out their smart locks. So for smart thermostats, we've got the very popular Google Nest Learning Thermostat, ecobee smart thermostat, which has option for voice control. Whenever possible, if you have other Amazon devices, you could probably get away with the cheaper version without the voice control. But what's nice about the ecobee is they have these sensors, so you put those in other rooms. And now Nest does have the sensors as well. They're not included. That would be an add-on, but that's a nice feature. We have Sensi, which is not one that we're familiar with. But the Honeywell line we've tested in the past. Here's the more economical version of the Nest thermostat. And then here's the ecobee Lite. So of these, I would probably go with the ecobee Lite. That's my go-to. If you have a new home, a lot of times you'll see the builders are including the Honeywell T9, or in some cases they're doing this version here with the color screen, which is a nice touch. And then, oddly enough, we have a video doorbell just hiding in the mix of all the smart thermostats here. But a lot of good options here. So be sure to pick one of these up. All right, so in the faucet aisle, you can actually find the new Kohler smart faucet that has voice activation for filling. They'll also have ones that are just like touch sense to turn on and off. And so you can find options from Kohler, from Moen, and Delta, all here at the Home Depot in this fabulous aisle.